From the city of Lakes, Minnesota, I'm Blake Suniga, courtside with Brian Banafatemi and Tim Swartz. We're ready to call the action tonight.
Our starting lineups, a look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams.
What a fantastic rivalry game we have here tonight. Nothing quite like it.
And despite being in opposite conferences, these teams can still meet in the postseason.
And that's one thing that makes WNBA rivalries so special. With a 1 through 8, regardless of conference, you get more East-West series before the finals.
Now here's Gray. 4 on the clock. To the middle. Jones. Basket is good. The assist from Alicia Gray.
These inside looks are what Jones is all about, and she knows how to outwork the defense.
Pass to McBride. From outside, off the mark. Now here's Gray.
Covered by Collier. Now it's Reese.
Shoots over Williams.
Reese, no good.
Nafisa Collier for 3. Drains the three-pointer.
The ability to catch and shoot comes down to quick decision-making. And I think Collier has a pretty good grasp of that.
Pass to Jones.
Reese.
Gray outside.
Outside Reese.
Gray, there's the triple. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Yes, Gray wanting to respond. We've seen her shoot it from 30% for a season from deep.
Here's McBride. Right wing.
On the wing, Courtney Williams.
Gray defending. Nafisa Collier for 3. It's rebounded by Atlanta. And we're about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Pass to Jones. The pick by Jones. To the inside. Natasha Howard pulls it in.
And she doesn't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions.
Williams sets the screen. McBride outside. That's good, and it's Natasha Howard with the assist.
Can score from anywhere on the court, and McBride has really taken on that alpha personality type.
Now here's Howard. The pick by Jones. Down low. That shot is no good, and she's 1 for 3 from the floor.
One thing this team loves about Natasha Howard, she's a winning player.
At one point in her career, she won 3 of 4 titles with 2 different teams. And she's a former Defensive Player of the Year, plays the game with serious effort.
Here's Howard. Good. First shot, first basket.
Using her touch and tenacity around the rim, Howard's able to beat a number of defenders inside.
Jones outside.
Pass to Reese.
Howard up top. McBride covering. Out to Gray. Fires the 3. Howard with the rebound.
That's some defense for you. Look, for someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as she is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding the 3 ball.
Yeah, I mean, I think they picked the right player to put on her.
The dream trail. Gray outside. Outside Howard.
Picked by Reese.
Inside. That's good, and it's Ryan Howard with the assist.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
And here are the Lynx now.
Pass to Williams. The screen by Collier. From past the arc, Williams can't get it to go. And here is Howard. Now Hillman. Now it's Reese. She's guarded by Williams. Here's Jones. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Right side, Williams. Pass to McBride. And stolen by Alicia Gray. Kicks it out to Reese. Gray. Now Howard. The three ball. Rebounded by Nafisa Collier. Pass to McBride. Lets it go from deep. A rebound by Hillman. They've been trailing for a few minutes.
But that could change right here.
Now Gray. Hillman. McBride covering. They double her with McBride. To the paint. Collier gets the bucket.
Finding a way to score down low. Collier can score with her left or right. Makes her very difficult to track and guard.
Pass to Jones. Now Hillman. Gray with it. Out to Howard. Shot clock at 6. Fires for 3. On the wing, Ryan Howard. Gray outside. Courtney Williams with the steal. Here's Collier. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
It's going to go on Angel Reese.
I like Collier's ability to capitalize on a defender's mistakes. If you're not disciplined, she'll make you pay.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one falls for her.
Lots to love about Nafisa Collier and her game. What do you like the most, though, Tim?
As you said, Blake, there is a lot of things that Nafisa does very well. I mean, she can score, rebound, defend, play make. Collier's ability to do it all, be versatile. That's my favorite.
And good on the second, so she makes both.
And last year, the Dream made the playoffs for the 2nd straight season.
Yeah, remember they missed 4 straight postseasons before that. So Atlanta, I would say, is headed in the right direction. The addition of Ryan Howard was a huge reason why.
Now here's Collier. She has 7. Fires from deep. And again, no good by Minnesota. Gray outside. Pass to Jones. Here's Hillman. Outside Howard. Shot from free throw range. Here's Jones. Now Hillman. Outside Howard. Picked by Jones. Inside. That's in. Coming off an assist from Ryan Howard.
And that was some excellent positioning from Jones on the offensive glass, getting herself room to grab the ball and send it back.
Pass to Uhas.
Now Collier, guarded by Howard. Ryan Howard with some nice D. Atlanta with the ball. They trail by 3. Now Hillman. Gray outside. To the middle. Jones. Good.
She did so well to lead her teammate right to the ideal spot. That's the kind of playmaking coaches like to see.
Now here's Williams. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Fades and shoots. It's rebounded by Atlanta.
Got fancy for absolutely no good reason. Just go straight up with it.
Pass to Gray. Launches a 3. That shot is no good, and she's 1 for 3 from the floor.
Now Uhas.
Stolen by Jones. Gray with it. And Williams picks her up defensively.
Put herself in a great position to finish that break off.
Yeah, and that right there is just a great read of how the play was developing and where the ball was going.
Such high basketball IQ.
Now here's Collier. She's got 7. And she makes that one.
Uses every bit of her strength to overpower the defense. Collier does not fear contact.
Gray outside. Three-pointer. It's good from long range. And here's Collier. 9 points in the game. Pass to McBride. The shake. Takes it out to Collier. Six to shoot. Out to the wing.
Here's Uhas.
That 3 off the mark.
Atlanta in the lead.
Pass to Canada. And here's Gray. McBride covering. Outside Canada. Second chance shot. And Jones with the lay-in.
She is a coach's dream, guys. Absolutely tireless. Never gives in, never gives up. And that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder.
Now here's Uhas.
Here's Collier. Guarded by Howard.
Collier inside.
Howard's there. Green with the rebound.
Some great tight defense right there. Got right up on her and forced the miss.
Just close enough to bother her on the shot, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
Now here's Williams. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Over to the left wing. The rebound by Gray. And Atlanta has possession. They lead by 4. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Good work defensively by Kayla McBride. And the Lynx pushing it up now. Here's Collier. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Dream up 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And looking at what we've seen from the Dream, what do you guys think?
Really hard work being put in from the glass by them from the get-go.
Yeah, everyone's done a great job boxing out for them here, and it's showing up on the stat sheet.
Now here's McBride. The 3.
The shot by Collier, no good.
It's almost like she's trying to make things hard on herself. Work it around, get an easier shot.
And that one good.
That's a heads-up play right there, guys. Not just on the assist, but also on the finish.
Back to McBride.
Pass to Uhas.
Screen by Coffey. Beyond the arc. That one's in. Her first basket of the game. She is 1 for 2.
Well, Uhas certainly has that shooting stroke. And for her, it's all about becoming more consistent.
Back to Canada. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jordan Canada. That is her first foul of the game.
Way to get there first and absorb the contact.
Yeah, clearly no flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
The Lynx trailing. Pass to Coffee. Second quarter of basketball, just over 1.5 minutes played so far. 6 on the shot clock. Now McBride, the 3.
It's hauled in by Angel Reese. Now here's Pow Pow.
D right on her. Count it. Now here's McBride.
Guarded by Pow Pow.
McBride outside. Down low. Great pass to set up the land.
The catalyst of the team, McBride is depended on for buckets, and I'll tell you, she usually delivers.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second period. Off on the layup. Here's Howard. Soft touch off the glass.
Just slicing her way to the rim. Howard showing just how dangerous she is when she's in attack mode.
Pass to Coffee. Howard, guarded by Howard.
And here's Pow Pow. Outside Reese.
To the wing on the left. Here's Kune.
The offensive rebound. For 3, Jordan Canada. That's in there. Angel Reese with the assist.
Check out the pace Canada plays at. She's got a shot up within moments of getting the ball.
The 3 from Natasha Howard.
It's hauled in by Reese.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
Out to Howard. Pass to Canada. Takes the 3. Rebound by the Lynx.
Wide open misses like that can be confidence shakers.
To the inside.
Uhas.
It's good for her second make. 2 for 3 so far.
And Uhas is such a tough cover in the front court. With her size and skill, she really makes the defense work.
Now here's Howard.
Pow Pow.
McBride covering.
Hit by Reese.
Here's Pow Pow for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, the D sagged off, and no hesitation on her part to rise up and bury the 3.
Hailing from America's finest city, San Diego, California, none other than Tahina Pow Pow.
Growing up, she trained with another San Diego legend, Kelsey Plum. Similar to her mentor, Pow Pow is a stellar guard who plays with an edge and sees the floor very well.
Now here's Howard.
Right side Reese.
Pass to Howard. From deep.
Caldwell pulls it in.
Here's Minnesota. To the middle.
It's hauled in by Angel Reese.
If she can get to the rim, she'll usually turn it into points, but the defense stood tall there.
Yes, it's good.
She didn't have to slow down at all. That lead pass was timed perfectly.
Time called here. The Lynx decide to talk it over.
And here are the Lynx now. 9-point game. Pass to Collier. Now here's Uhas.
Guarded by Jones. Here's Williams. Shot clock at 5.
Here's Uhas.
And again, no good by Minnesota. On the wing, Alicia Gray.
McBride covering.
Here we go, all alone.
Pass to Uhas. It's stolen by Angel Reese.
Here's Howard. Canada up top.
Reese.
Howard. She's guarded by Williams. Clock is at 3.
A 3 from Alicia Gray.
Good for another basket. Number 4 today, and she is 4 for 8.
And here are the Lynx now.
Down by 12.
Pass to Uhas. Collier.
They get a hand on it.
Howard with the steal.
Down low.
And a foul called on Courtney Williams. That's her first foul.
So both teams making some changes here. And Atlanta has possession. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Pass to Jones. Just 5 to shoot.
They get it back. Reese gets the bucket.
Coach has always told me that if you battle for offensive rebounds, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on the follow, just like she got there.
And yep, it's good.
Special delivery right there, fellas. Just a wonderful entry feed.
Here's Canada.
Pass to Pow Pow.
And the foul called on Nafisa Collier. That is her first foul of the game.
Well, this recent era of WNBA hoops has been one defined by super teams.
Yeah, and those super teams generated an enormous amount of interest, which has really helped push the league forward.
And look, I think expansion is going to spread out some of that talent, which means we might be entering a new era, one that's characterized by parity.
A 3 from Alicia Gray.
It's hauled in by the Lynx. Collier outside. And it's in.
We've seen this before. Howard playing with some power down low. Pushes right past the contact to the bucket.
Now here is Canada.
Picked by Reese.
To the paint. Gray.
That one falls. A great assist by Angel Reese.
With a strong all-around offensive game, Gray is a consistent pillar to what her team does offensively.
Pass to Williams. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2.
When it comes to winning, few do it better than this Lynx franchise.
Yeah, I mean, look, from 2011, one losing season in Minnesota, come on. It feels like they're always a contender. And a lot of that comes down to coaching. This team is always prepared.
The first one falls.
And for this Atlanta team, it's been a long time since they've won a playoff series.
More than a decade at this point. 2013 was their last series win. 2018, their last year over 500. So Dream fans are hungry for a winner.
And she makes both free throws.
Well, it's an odd skill to talk about when we're talking about a guard like Courtney Williams, but she's an incredible rebounder. At just 5'8", she reads, misses well, and gets into great position.
Now here's Pow Pow. She has 7. Picked by Jones. From deep, Alicia Gray. Alicia Gray, another miss.
Collier outside. Pass to Howard. Three-pointer. A rebound by Gray. Inside, Jones.
The shot is good on the assist by Pow Pow.
Good ball movement. She put that pass in the ideal spot, and I can guarantee you her teammate appreciated it.
Here's Caldwell.
She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Pass to Uhas.
And there's the 3-second violation.
Big blunder there, and that could cost them.
And a terrible time for it to happen when they're trying to cut down this lead.
Awful.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
What a plus it is to get those looks in the paint.
And here are the Lynx now. It's a 14-point game. The screen by Collier. Here's McBride. That one's all good. She's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You have to make sure your feet are set. When you set those screens, they'll get you for it.
I thought maybe she was set. Now, I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think maybe they got that one wrong.
Pass to Collier. Howard, guarded by Jones. Now here's Williams. McBride. For Howard. McBride misses.
Reese with it.
Now guarded by Collier.
Back to Reese.
Outside Howard. Launches it. Rebound by the Lynx.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Look good here, too. I'm as shocked as you.
Collier. Reese defending.
McBride outside. Jacks up a 3. That doesn't go either for Kayla McBride. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And so she draws the foul on the shot. A trick to the line to shoot 2.
Gotta love the aggressiveness. Howard is superb at getting fouled on the way up.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, Ryan Howard has got a good sense for finding her shots, and she is always ready to attack, which means the defense essentially has to watch her at all times.
Doesn't get the second. 2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. McBride with the ball.
Reese on her.
Got a piece of it. Collier outside. Over Howard. Collier gets the bucket.
As a defender, you always have to get right up on whoever you're guarding, because if you don't, that's what's going to happen.
From deep. No good on the last second attempt there. The clock runs out and we're heading to halftime. It's the Dream up by 11. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. Well, it's been a one-sided affair through the first 2 quarters, but there is plenty of time to mount a comeback.
It's been a clinic out there by Alicia Gray.
Well, in terms of her points in the first half, that's pretty much what we've come to expect.
Which tells you really all you need to know about what a strong talent she is. I mean, I'm going to bet that she adds a lot more to her totals after the break.
And welcome back as we begin the second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, but anything can happen.
Pass to Collier. It's stolen by Howard. Now Reese. McBride covering.
The fadeaway. 2 points. That one goes in.
It looked pretty, but she doesn't need to use the fadeaway when she's that open.
And during the last couple of offseason, Ryan Howard has worked as a D1 assistant coach.
Yeah, others might play overseas, maybe in that new 3-on-3 league. Howard's been coaching in a major conference. What a great experience for Ryan.
Shot clock at 2.
Courtney Williams for 3. And it's Angel Reese with the rebound. And here the Dream. Pass to Howard. Out to Gray. Shoots over Williams. And there's another one for the Dream.
Well, there's a few things Gray can do out there, but her best skill, getting buckets.
Collier outside. Down low. The rebound by Hillman.
Terrific D. That's how to protect the rim.
Pass to Gray. Now Hillman. And here's Ryan Howard from the arc.
Drills the three-pointer.
I mean, that's just too easy for Howard. Is the defense going to rush her off the three-point line, or is she going to make these all night long?
Now here's Collier. She's got 11. And the basket by McBride.
Oh, some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, it sure didn't take them long to go and get those 3 points back.
Pass to Reese. Now Jones. And here's Ryan Howard from the arc. And Collier pulls it down. And here's Howard.
Guarded by Jones.
And here's Williams. McBride outside. Back to Williams.
Shoots the three.
It's rebounded by Atlanta. Pass to Gray. Reese. Picked by Reese.
Tipped away.
Howard. Covered by Collier. Now Jones. And here's Ryan Howard from the arc. That doesn't go either from Ryan Howard.
Well, she's definitely a threat from deep, but it just hasn't been going for her tonight. She might want to avoid that shot for a while.
Here's Collier. Collier.
The tip in off the offensive boards.
You know, there can be some luck involved in offensive rebounding unless you're as good as she is. Those tip-ins, those are by design. Those are pure skill.
Here's Hillman. Back to Gray. Picked by Jones. To the middle. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
With sound awareness and passing skills, Gray is able to find teammates and get them the ball.
Minnesota calls a timeout. And we've had this new playoff format for a few years now. How are you guys liking it?
I love it. I think it's great. You know, the 1-18 bracket, I think that's great. We really get to see the best two teams in the finals. Doesn't matter if they're in the East or the West.
And I was a fan of the new best-of-3 first-round series. We used to have those one-game winner-take-all rounds. I like that they expanded the total number of games in the postseason.
8 points for her. The screen by Collier. For 3, Kayla McBride. And it's Atlanta with the rebound. Pass to Gray. Back to Reese. They double team Angel Reese. For 3, Ryan Howard. And Collier pulls it down. Here's Reese. The basket drops, and she gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up for her.
Well, we saw this in her collegiate career. The fear of contact does not exist in Angel Reese.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
And few WNBA players have garnered more attention than Angel Reese.
Well, she's just so charismatic, and Reese says what she thinks. Fans love that. And on the floor, she's a double-double machine.
Now here's Collier. 13 points in this game, and that one drops for her.
Simple game plan. Collier's teammates need to keep getting it to her. She's feeling it, going to town on the defense.
Howard with the ball. McBride covering. Gray up top. Pass to Reese. Outside Howard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over McBride. The bank shot, no good.
Not pretty. Got to just shake off a miss like that.
Up top, Williams. Gray defending. Another one falls for Minnesota.
That's a hard J to defend. Collier is 6'2". She has a nice release and is deadly accurate.
Outside Howard. Gray. She's guarded by Williams. From downtown. And it's Gray missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Gray outside. Here's Howard. Yes, and a nice assist from Brianna Jones.
Well, when you watch Ryan Howard, one thing is abundantly clear. She doesn't need a lot of space or time to get her shot off.
Stolen by Reese. Pass to Gray. Outside Howard. A pick by Jones. Clock at 6. Here's Hillman. She's off on that one. Now here's Williams. She's guarded closely. McBride outside. Now here's Collier. Reese defending for 3. Collier can't get it to go. Howard up top. McBride covering. Courtney Williams with the steal. Pass to Collier. The rebound by Hillman. And here are the Dream. They led by as many as 18 points. Here's Howard. From down in the low post, it goes.
Few players make interior scoring look as effortless as Ryan Howard does. She has got just such a fluid offensive game.
Now here's McBride. She's got 10. Pass to Williams. Shot clock at 6. Here's McBride. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Gray outside. And here's Hillman. Back to Gray. Puts it up from 12. Not going to go that time. This Lynx squad struggling. And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points.
Pass to Jones. Hillman.
Yes, and a nice assist from Brianna Jones.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
To the inside. Out to Howard. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch. Atlanta with the ball. 18 points separating the teams, and that's the biggest lead of the game. The pick by Jones. To the paint. Rejected by Natasha Howard.
Look at how explosive Howard is off her feet. That's part of what makes her such a feared shot blocker.
Pass to Howard. Jones outside. Reese guarded by Howard. Gray outside. Offensive rebound. Hits it and gets hacked. That's a three-point play opportunity.
I just love the fight of Jones, willing to do that dirty work.
The Dream making a switch here.
One shot.
Well, it's not easy being a head coach in this league. So what is the key to being successful, fellas?
Well, you start with good players. I mean, without good players, you're not winning games. And that's kind of the bottom line from my perspective.
And I'll throw in keeping players engaged. You got to make sure you put them in positions to succeed. You have to nurture them as basketball players.
Now here is Canada. Pass to Jones. And the play stops. Whistle on what looks like an illegal screen.
Very close call there on the illegal screen.
But I'd go along with it. You know, to me, it didn't really look like her feet were set.
The Dream making a switch here. And there's the foul. It'll go on Canada. That's her third foul of the game. Pass to Collier. Over Howard. Collier gets the bucket.
Love Collier's discipline on offense. Looks for a shot she likes and dedicates to it.
Outside Howard.
Here's Kone.
Reese defended by Coffey. Reese gets the bucket.
I'm not sure, really, in that set who was supposed to be on her there. And apparently neither did the defenders.
Pass to Collier. Over Howard. Collier can't get it to go.
A real defensive lapse there. She's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. They're lucky she didn't punish him there.
The shot by Canada, no good. Here's Caldwell. Collier. Coffey outside. Takes the three. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. It's the Dream. They lead by 18. And we'll be back with you shortly. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. And here the Dream. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Kick by Reese. Here's Pow Pow. The kick out to Canada. Off target with the three.
Great play to sacrifice her body, take the charge, giving up her body for the team.
And really a heads-up play as well. Reads the play nicely and gets in the perfect position.
Canada with it.
Pass to Pow Pow. Here's Kune.
The tray.
That one falls, and a nice feed that time from Pow Pow.
Textbook. Nice pass, nice catch, nice shot.
Here's Caldwell, guarded by Pow Pow.
Here's Natasha Howard for three. Cream with the rebound.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
Here's Kune. Parked down low that time and got hit with the 3-second call. And here are the Lynx now. Here's Williams.
Howard the screen. Pass to Caldwell.
Coffee. And it's off target. Not sure why she took that one. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it.
Picked by Reese.
Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Coffee. Natasha Howard with the rebound. So the Lynx now. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth.
Stolen by Brianna Jones.
Canada with it. Williams there. Canada with the bucket.
That's an agile move by Canada with the ball, completely throwing off the defense.
Pass to Caldwell. Uhas.
Now here's Williams. Off target from outside.
Reese with it.
Williams there. And here's Canada.
Back to Reese.
Shoots over Williams.
Reese, no good. Here's Caldwell, guarded by Pow Pow.
Count it. Good.
Outside Reese.
The pick by Jones.
Angel Reese going in. Brianna Jones, the open look. That's in there. Angel Reese with the assist.
Zero hesitation from Jones. Knew what she wanted to do.
Coffee outside.
Caldwell.
From the arc.
It's hauled in by Reese.
Outside Canada. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now for this fourth quarter. 5 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly.
Kept alive. Outside for Pow Pow.
Connects from 3-point range.
What a find by Jones. Some high IQ basketball.
Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
Here's Caldwell, guarded by Pow Pow.
Back to Williams. Puts up a 3. And it's Atlanta with the rebound.
She's having all sorts of problems with her shots.
Yeah, the words ice and cold come to mind with the way she's shooting the ball.
Outside for Pow Pow.
Shoots over Coffee.
Pow Pow can't get it to go.
So the Lynx now to the middle.
Caldwell.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Nice pass. She got that ball right into her teammate's shooting pocket, and it yielded great results.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Last 2 minutes, I'm a drop 10. Are we down? I'm below, yeah, I got them. Quick shot, big shot. Freeze in your face while your wrist locked. Last 2 minutes, I'm a drop 10. Are we down? I'm below, yeah, I got them. Quick shot, big shot. Freeze in your face while your wrist locked. You know what they came to see. Me, never on my level, even if we in the same league. Talking too much on the court. came to see me. Never on my level, even if we in the same league. Talking too much on the court, you a pipsqueak. Don't make me cross over, watch your kick squeak. Last 2 minutes, I'ma drop 10. We down.
The Dream making a switch here.
And here are the Dream. Here in the fourth, they've only allowed just 4 points.
The three from Alicia Gray.
Hits it from three-point range.
They are dialed in from three-point land here in the fourth.
Yeah, and that's just putting it mildly, Tim. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on their opponents with the triple.
And there's no better time, Brian, to hit threes than in the fourth quarter.
Now here's Collier. On the wing, Kayla McBride. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Howard. Here's the three. The rebound by Gray.
They had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when she's open like that, you don't see her miss that sort of look very often.
Back to Howard. There's the three.
And Collier pulls it down.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Now here's Collier. McBride left side. The three-pointer off the mark. Pass to Gray.
Now Pow Pow.
For three. That's in. It's her 5th field goal, and she's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. And they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
Pass to McBride. Unloads from 13 feet. No good off front iron. Inside.
Here's Hillman. That's good, and it's Ryan Howard with the assist.
Superb assist. She was crafty, creative, and the ultimate teammate on that play.
Here's Caldwell.
McBride outside. Nafisa Collier for three. And it's Atlanta with the rebound. Outside Howard. Let's go with a three. Natasha Howard with the rebound. Each trip down becoming more important.
Yeah, they need to string together some successful offensive possessions and play tough D.
To the inside.
A nice shot there by Caldwell.
Great communication between teammates there.
Now here's Gray. Guarded closely. Pass to Howard. Down low. It's stolen by Howard. And even 3-on-3 break. McBride with the ball.
And it's Howard picking her up.
And it's Collier missing. Now here's Gray. Defense is right there. Pass to Howard. Five on the clock. Out for three.
They get it back. Reese
nails the baby hook. And here are the Lynx now.
Now Caldwell.
Nafisa Collier on the wing. This one for three. Sinks the three-pointer.
Because of Collier's ability to space the floor, she gives her team a deeper offensive identity.
Now here's Gray.
Pass to Reese.
Howard, covered by Collier. Nafisa Collier with some nice D. So the Lynx now.
And here's Caldwell.
On the wing, Kayla McBride. The three is up. A rebound by Hillman. Now here's Gray. She's tightly guarded.
Up top, Reese. Pass to Pow Pow. Pick by Reese.
Out of bounds, it'll be Lynx ball. Both teams will make substitutions. And here's Collier. McBride. Gray defending. Back to Collier. Nafisa Collier draws the double team. McBride left side. Just 5 to shoot. From outside the arc. Dream with the rebound. Canada with it. Gray outside. Back to Canada.
Outside, Reese.
Canada. Fires from deep. Howard with the rebound. Collier outside. Nafisa Collier draws the double team. And the basket by Howard.
With strong court vision and awareness, McBride is able to read defenses and find the open teammate.
Pass to Gray.
Now Kone.
To the paint. Here's Reese.
Pow Pow on the wing.
The three from Alicia Gray. Cans it from downtown.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been by design or by accident, but either way, it's been impressive.
Maybe the coach just went up to the locker room chalkboard and just put a number 3 out there.
Now here's Williams.
On the wing, Kayla McBride.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
It's turning into a three-point contest.
Pow Pow with it.
Covered by Collier.
Up top, Reese.
To the middle. Here's Kune. And she drops in the layup off glass.
Unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
So no problem for Atlanta as they get the win. And this one was all over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, but they never got it.
Yeah, I mean, they rolled to this win. They made it look simple and efficient performance at both the offensive and defensive ends.
And that'll wrap it up